Man, I hate Disney so much. First Lightyear, now this. Yo, what's up, everybody? So, if you're watching this video, then I'm pretty sure you already seen the title. So, yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder is postponed in Malaysia until the 21st. So, I'm not really sure if we're the only country to do this, but I'm pretty sure we're the first because I didn't hear any news from other countries. I only started hearing news from other countries after we did it. So, I don't know, we might be the first to do something about this movie. And last night, I saw some news saying that India banned this movie too, but I'm not really sure though. I could be wrong because I saw some articles saying that. Even some people I saw like in YouTube were, uploading stuff saying that India banned Thor, but I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe it could be fake. But and then I heard Middle East might have some problems with the movie too because I kept seeing a lot of people commenting. I'm pretty sure they're all from the Middle East. They keep asking whether is this movie banned or not. You can go on to any comment section on Marvel Studios or Marvel's recent posts on their social media. You could actually see a lot of comments on people asking whether it's banned in Middle East or not. Because last I heard that a lot of theaters in the Middle East kind of changed the release date, a part of the movie, to coming soon, rather than 7th of July or 8th of July. Now it says coming soon. And I'm pretty sure they did that here too, but they actually give us an official date, 21st, but the poster, they actually put it like coming soon, so I'm not sure. So that's, in the Middle East, they did that, so that's the reason why people keep asking, like, is this thing banned or not? So the major rumor behind why this is going on is that, like, right now they haven't actually confirmed anything, but the major rumor going on behind this issue is that this movie has a LGBT scene in this movie involving Valkyrie. And I'm pretty sure it was already confirmed that this scene is in fact in the movie. And since it's already confirmed, the rumor is what I meant by rumor is that I'm not really sure if this is the reason why all this stuff is going around about this movie. You know, so seeing that is already true that that is going to be in the movie, so I won't really be surprised if this is the reason why they're banning this movie. I mean, postponing. Man, Disney never learns, bro. Like, why? So I'm gonna be optimistic, man, cause like all we can do over here, like I said, I'm not really sure if any other countries are doing it, cause I don't really read any latest news. I last read a lot of the stuff from last night, but I'm not really sure if anything's happening right now. But over here we're just hoping for the best, because right now they only postponed it 2 weeks. So what I think about this is like they don't want to ban the movie because of LGBT. But in fact, because it's a Marvel movie, y'all, because it would be incredibly foolish to ban a Marvel movies because they know it will make a lot of money. So what I think is probably they're pushing away Thor 2 weeks to give them these 2 weeks, like, to, I don't know, work something out with Disney, maybe to get an edited version. That's what I'm thinking because I want to remain optimistic and I want to see this movie. Even if it's 2 weeks late, it's okay. But right now all we can do is just hope for the best that they actually would not ban the movie. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. Probably why they postponed it rather than banned it. You know, if it is in fact because of the LGBT scene, kind of similar to Lightyear. They're not similar to Lightyear actually, because Lightyear they banned it. And yeah, let me go off topic for a little bit. Let me talk about Lightyear. Alright. So 2 weeks ago I spoke about Lightyear being banned. And then over here, yeah, they banned it over here. And I thought it was the government and the censorship board was the one behind it, but guess what? No, they weren't. After a while, we got a statement from the censorship board, or somebody, I don't know what you call it, the actual name, but they actually released a statement saying that they in fact approved the movie. They gave it a PG-13 rating, but they asked for minor cuts from Disney. That's all. they did not ban the movie. They literally was okay with um putting the movie. But the film distributor, aka Walt Disney, said no, and then they banned the movie. So after knowing that the film distributor, no, no, film distributor, the censorship board has nothing to do with this, with banning the movie, I can no longer stay mad at them. Even I saw a lot of people who were really really pissed, man. A lot of people were really pissed, when Lightyear got banned, and even them who was like mad at the censorship board at first, they kind of all the hate kind of stopped because they already know they're not behind this, So there's no point of showing all the anger to them when they're not the one who banned it. It was actually Walt Disney who banned it. So, man, Disney really said, "Oh, y'all don't want to see the lesbian kiss. All right, guess what? You're not getting the whole movie." So, talking about that part, when they banned the movie here, you don't know how many people are happy. Like, I saw a lot of like the news accounts, social media accounts. When they put that Lightyear was banned, a lot of the comment section, you could actually see a lot of people are clapping and everything. Like they were actually applauding that they actually banned this movie. Well, because they actually thought that the censorship board was the one that did it, because initially everyone thought they're the one who banned the movie, so everyone was applauding, thinking they're the one who did it. But they actually were okay with it as long as we got a minor cut version. But I don't think a lot of people actually knew that Disney was the one that actually banned it. And then even the people who was mad, like the actual fans who was really excited, they were not banned. They were not mad at the censorship board. They were in fact mad at Disney because they were just like, "Why can't you just censor the scene so that we could watch the movie? Why you gotta force us to watch the scene? You gotta understand that uh, like our country doesn't allow this. So why can't you just censor the scene so that all of us could watch it?" That's the main thing. Like no one was actually mad at the censorship board once everyone knew that like they're not really the one that banned the movie. So look, I don't know what's the problem with Disney, why they gotta put this LGBT thing in like every single movie. So yeah, like recently I heard there was a change with the Disney's board of directors, that Bob Iger is no longer there, is now replaced by some, I forgot her name, and she's a lesbian, which explains a lot. Look, I don't know if I said this before, but I I completely have no problem with uh LGBT characters being in a movie. But but Disney does it to the point where they literally want to force people to accept it. And if they don't want to have that scene in the movie, they're just like, "Oh, you don't want that? You don't want to see that scene? Guess what? You don't get to see the whole movie. We're gonna ban the movie in your country if you don't want to accept that one scene." Like that's completely dumb, man. How can you just rob the experience of people? Like people have been waiting to see this movie, and you're just gonna rob that excitement and everything just because we don't want to see. Not because we don't want to see, we ask for the cut version. That's all a lot of these countries asked. You know, literally, there's nothing hard about that. I don't get it, yo. Like, god damn it. Oh shit. Wait, battery's almost dead. Good thing I noticed. Um, wait, where was I again? Yeah, I want to say this. Like, the rest of the world is not the same as America. If any Americans watching this right now, no offense to you guys, but in America, y'all can basically do anything nowadays, especially today. You know, y'all can do anything, put anything in the movies. It won't really be a problem because there's always going to be some group of people that would defend anything anybody does in the movie nowadays. And it's not really the same. It's not really the same as the rest of the world. Some of the countries, especially come to the Asian side, a lot of these countries have certain things that they can't do, certain stuff that are unacceptable, that are wrong, certain standards and values that some of these countries follow. Even our country does it. So, we just been following this for so long. We've been just nurturing all of this stuff. So, what I feel Disney should be doing is they should respect that, okay, this is how these countries are. We should respect them. Let's just cut this scene, and then I'm actually talking for both here, Lightyear and Thor, just in case y'all thinking, why am I talking about Lightyear in a Thor video? I'm just using it as an example because it's like literally the same situation, So, yeah. So, like, Disney could just like respect that, okay, this countries can't watch this stuff, so let's just ban it. I mean, let's just censor it. It's not really that hard. Just censor it, and then give them a censored version. So in that way, they can watch the movie. We can make money. It's a win-win for everybody, right? But no, no, they don't want to accept the scene. They're not gonna get the movie. We don't even want money. We don't want money. No, we want them to accept that scene, or else they don't get the movie, and we don't get money. But it's fine. We don't want money. Actually, all we want is just for them to watch the scene. We don't care about money. Like, I've never seen a company that does not want money at all. Think about this, because 14 countries banned that movie. Including China, which literally everyone knows that's the country literally every movie company goes to make money. If they just released that movie in this 14 countries, I'm pretty sure it would have made $1 billion. All right, look at how it's a box office disaster. All right, it hasn't even hit its like initial budget for the movie. That's how terrible it is. But they're wondering what's wrong. If you actually released it in this all of these countries, literally you could have made more money. So the fact that you would actually prefer to put this scene in the movie rather than make money, it shows that y'all are Disney is literally trying to force people to accept this, to the fact that they don't even want to make a lot of money. And then later on they kind of wonder like, oh, why is the movie doing so bad? You know why? If you just censored this scene and then released it in all these countries, I'm pretty sure they could have seen it, made more money. You know. But so I'm not really sure how major of a scene this LGBT thing in Thor is gonna be. Um, because like literally, if it's just a minor scene, I'm pretty sure they could cut it. Because I haven't seen Lightyear yet, so I'm not really sure how big of an impact that kissing scene is gonna have. Like, you look at Eternals. Eternals was actually released here because that kissing scene literally meant nothing. Like there had nothing to do with the plot. So even if you cut it off, it literally won't literally change anything, which proves more that that was literally unnecessary. But um, if they don't want to ban it, I mean don't want to cut it, it might be because like that scene was like it has some kind of impact with the movie. So I think that might be the reason sometimes they don't want to cut it, or that's just me being optimistic. All right, me being real is probably they just don't want to cut it. I'm just trying to be optimistic here and see in a good light. But I don't think that works with Disney, man. Disney really literally want to force people to watch this. Like, I don't get it. What's so hard to just like respect these countries to like, we gotta like respect them. They can't see it. Let's just give them a cut version. They don't want to do that. So in this movie, I'm just not really sure how major this LGBT scene is gonna be. It's regarding Valkyrie, and like I don't really think like I'm a comic reader. I'm pretty sure Valkyrie was never a lesbian. So I'm not really sure what they're gonna make her though, like lesbian or bisexual, but whatever. But still, I don't think she's either one in the comics. I don't think so. Well, I mean, first of all, even I don't think MCU Valkyrie is even from the comics, because all we know is right now we call her Valkyrie. Valkyrie is not really like their name. Valkyrie is like the name of that group, but we don't actually have an official like her name. So we don't really know which version of Valkyrie is she. So that kind of gives Disney, I guess, like the room to do whatever they want. Like nowadays they do that a lot with recent Marvel stuff where they don't really use a character from the comics. They just create a character and then just do whatever they want, or change it. however they want because they know people can't complain. You know, if they take a comic character and then they want to change them to, I don't know, gay or lesbian, then obviously comic fans especially would complain the shit out of it. So what they do nowadays is just let's just create a new character so this way no one can complain about anything. So we can just change it however we want and no one can actually complain about comic inaccuracy because this is not a comic character, you know? Yeah, namesake, yeah, but this character itself is not a comic character, so we can change it however we want, and no one can complain about this not being comic accurate. So yeah, that's that's the thing. Like Marvel's doing nowadays. I mean, Disney technically. So all I can say right now is I'm not really sure how many countries are gonna go forward with this. Like the fact that no one has actually banned it yet, it shows that like they don't actually want to ban it, because they probably want their people to see it, but they're just trying to get an edited version out of Disney. But seeing who their board of director is now, I don't think that might be a possibility. They might try to push this LGBT thing as much as possible in the future movies. Like, look, same thing. I'm not sure I've said this before. When it comes to comic movies, I'm fine with them being LGBT as long as they were like that in the comics. Like Wiccan and Hulkling, they're gay. I'm fine if they do it in live action. I'm totally fine, no problem. America Chavez is lesbian. They make her lesbian in the movies. I don't care. It's in the comics. But then sometimes in the comics they're not actually LGBT, but then they make them LGBT. Example, Fastus from Eternals, he's not gay in the comics, but then they made him gay. I'm pretty sure, like I've read all the Eternals comics and I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere he has a wife, but I also read in an article somewhere too that he has a wife and then they made him gay. So same thing, like in the future, if even nowadays the comic nowadays, look at what they do with comics nowadays where they change the DC Marvel, they both do the same thing where they take this character who was not LGBT before and then they make him LGBT right now so that people can no longer complain when this character ends up being LGBT in the movies. So like the comics nowadays, especially look at this whole month, you know so they've been just changing up a lot of straight characters into LGBT and stuff. So like I don't really get it why they're just trying to force this thing more and more and more. Like they make LGBT into a story which makes sense. It's fine, but then they do it in a manner which is like forceful. Like you have to accept it. If you don't, then you don't get to watch the whole thing. You have to. Like that is literally forced. Or sometimes there's literally no what context or whatsoever to like why that person is LGBT. They just shove it in there and then expect us to accept it. I, like I don't know what else to say. Like I said, just gonna hope for the best. I won't be surprised if they banned it because knowing Disney, like I said, I don't think they would. They're gonna do anything to get minor cuts. But I'm gonna remain optimistic and hope, wish, whatever that they just give a cut scene or whatever, man. A cut version or whatever, man. I just want to watch the movie. You know how many times this movie has been like delayed and delayed and delayed. Finally, 1 week away. All right, I already got the tickets too, but now we're gonna get a refund because like they already postponed it. 1 week away. Week away. 5 days away actually, not 1 week. 5 days away. And alright, y'all. That is all what I wanted to say. I don't care if you get mad at this because every single thing what I said is the absolute truth. So if you want to accept it or not, then that's your problem. But I'm pretty pissed to be honest. I'm just trying to not be pissed, look pissed, because I just wanted to address what's going on with this issue and tell y'all what I actually think about all of this. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, that's all. Again, not really sure if any other countries is going to ban this or whatever, but I think so far we're the only one who's actually doing something. Like other countries that I've heard, like India and Middle East, most of this are like rumors. It's not really confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure we're the only one who's confirmed that we're going to do something about it. But it's not banned yet because like the theaters are not even getting I mean, giving us a lot of information so far too. I mean, they didn't even give us a lot of information during Lightyear too. So man, Disney, y'all suck. Like, y'all want to force this, put LGBT in the kids' movies and everything, and then like, man, Disney sucks nowadays. Man, I don't know where this is gonna go, yo. Like, I won't be surprised if, like, in the future, Marvel characters become more gay, man. Like, Ghost Rider is gay, or like, I don't know, Punisher is a LGBT activist where he supports LGBT and kills people who don't support LGBT. I won't be surprised if they do shit like that. I'm more and more scared for all the Netflix characters coming in: Daredevil, Punisher, Luke. Like, what are they gonna do with all of these guys, man? Ghost Rider. Uh, uh, God, bro. Disney, I swear, y'all are butchering Marvel characters, man. Either change their sexuality, or change their gender, or change their race, change their background. Like, why can't you just follow the comics? So, so, yeah, that's all I gotta say. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video at any point. Um, yeah, that's it. So, those of y'all who have no problem, I hope you enjoyed the movie. Um, yeah. I got no idea what to say, man. I'm just pretty pissed right now. Don't think that just because I'm smiling and everything, I'm happy. Nah, I'm just putting on a face for camera. So yeah, anyways, again, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Take care. Goodbye.